Okay. I feel like it looks super cropped, but we'll make do. Welcome to all the mother lovers out there. Second live of the new year, new season that we're in on this channel at the very least. Hi, hello Harmony, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I put up an incentive on the last live that I recorded saying that the person that comes up with the most creative title to call these lives will get a free 3-card clarification spread. So if you're interested, you can send me an email. I will leave the link in the description box. Or you could put it in the comment section for what you think the live should be called. But yes, the people that can come up with the best title, well, I will choose out of those that actually participate, will get a free reading from me. Today, I wanted to do the live and talk about Mars as a planet and how it affects each zodiac sign. But something else has led me to speak about the dream world. And so that is what we're here to talk about today, because I found it extremely strange what I dreamt of, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I personally am not well versed in dream analysis, but me putting this out there can hopefully attract more people in that do more of those studies, and we can have like an open forum where people can discuss their dreams and what it may mean and where spirit is trying to lead everyone to be or to do. So yeah, let me start with this dream. I thought it was very strange. So pretty much, I had a dream that I was around the B2K members. For those that know, like Scream Tour was pretty much everybody's first concert growing up in the time that you did with me. But yeah, I was around them and I was excited because Amarian, the lead singer of that group, wanted me to do like a face mask for him and to make oils for him. And we had seemed to already be friends because he invited me, my sister, and the rest of the guys in the group to a dinner that he was having. And Lil Fizz was having a conversation with somebody else, and they were going back and forth as to what day Omarian's actual birthday was. I know it's not the 31st, but he had some random number that he threw out there, and Omarion and I corrected him saying that it was the 31st of October. And so we were going tit for tat and bantering back and forth, but it was harmless, no big deal. We kept moving forward through that conversation. But as we kept talking to everybody, J Boog, who is another member in the group, had expressed interest in what I was doing for Omarion. And so I told him that I would like show him the ropes and that I would do it for him as well. However, J Bug wasn't, though he was invited to the dinner, he wasn't going to be attending. And so I was trying to figure out when he wanted me to do him, because I had to also like do a store run. Nothing really ever got off the ground in that conversation. The dream just automatically jumped to us being at Walmart. Like, I don't even know how the fuck we got there. But we're in Walmart, and I'm going down the different aisles to pick up what I needed. And, you know, I'm playing with Lil Fizz. I guess we were like dating in this dream. So anyway, we weren't extremely intimate, but like we were playing and just talking as I was going down the aisles. And he was giving suggestions on the different trays that I should use to put like the lotions and the scrubs in to do the facials for the guys. And he kept picking up random things or like really large objects that wouldn't fit the little bit of product that I actually needed to produce. So I was just like, okay, you're sitting here, you're trying to redecorate my bathroom, which I don't have time for. That's not what we came for. So I was listening to his suggestions, but I wasn't really taking them. So anyway, I just started to pick up the other items that I know I needed, which were like these small, like glass little bottles that can hold oils, like 1 ounce liquids pretty much, and just small little dish trays that you see when you go to like the hibachi restaurants and they put like the ginger sauce or the mustard sauce or whatever in there. So I was trying to pick up little trays and stuff like that. And I left the aisle after a while, left Fizz and all the other guys from B2K on that aisle. And I went and I was looking for some scrubs. And I came across, I forget the brand. I don't know if Dr. Bronner's has like the little bath salts that you can turn into like a facial scrub or not, but that's what I saw hanging on the outside of this random aisle. And I was asking my sister like if I should use that and, you know, just mix it in with the lotions and stuff or whatever it was that I was trying to do to create the facial exfoliant. But she was just like, no, I don't think that's a good idea, basically because she didn't think that what goes on the body should go on the face because some people have more sensitive skin. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. I took her suggestion with that. So I put it back, and then I started walking in the opposite direction down this one aisle with this random black chair that was like just sitting in the middle of the aisle. And so as I was approaching the chair, I noticed on a shelf that there were some more glass containers. And I wanted also some clear glass ones, which I saw. And so I scooted the chair over, and as I was climbing up to the chair, my sister met me at the top of the aisle, and she was looking like super nervously at me because I'm clumsy in real life. And so she didn't want me to fall and like break all of, you know, the glass bottles that were on the shelves and what have you, whatnot. But I was really quick about it. I found balance, and I just grabbed 3 of the bottles and got down. And then I started walking towards her, and as I was walking towards her, I noticed that off to the side there was this stand with Talia Wajid. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she has a natural hair care line. And I saw that she had a lot of empty containers like with her branding on it, just on a random stand. So I grabbed a few of those to put the lotions into. And as I was walking back to that aisle, I bumped into this older black woman. She was like a little heavier set, and she had her young daughter with her, and they were whispering something about me, but I couldn't make out what it was that they were actually talking about. So, you know, I paid it no attention because at this point I'm starting to get a little frantic at the fact that I was unprepared in the first place to even have all the items that I needed to do the facials and the oils for Amarian. And I'm like, we've been in Walmart now for God knows how long. Everybody gets lost and trapped in Walmart. So I'm like, okay, I really need to hurry up, and I really need to leave. So I wasn't paying attention to what they were whispering about me. But as I was walking back to the aisle, I saw this small little puppy start following me. Where he came from, don't even freaking know. But he was like grayish and brown in appearance. Couldn't have been even a year old. He didn't even really seem to have like teeth. But he was following me as I was walking back, and I had noticed that there was a trail of stuff that had been dropped, and it looked kind of like straw that came out of a bundle. And so I was trying to like pick up the mess, even though I wasn't the one that made the mess, and the dog was just like inching closer and closer to me and smelling my hand. And I'm like, okay, like this is strange, like where did this dog come from? But I didn't really pay him any mind. I didn't pet him or anything. I just kept picking it up. And once I got to the last little piece of whatever was on the ground, I looked up and I noticed in the black chair that I had stood on to grab the glass bottles, there was a slender black woman sitting in the chair. And she was saying to me like, oh, I was just sitting here and I was waiting to make sure nobody took your belongings. Because when I walked to go look at the containers and to go meet my sister where she was standing, I didn't have like a buggy or anything, so I must have left my products or whatever I had picked up along the way through the aisles there with the glass bottles. And so I'm like, oh, you know what? Thank you so much. You know, I was trying to show my appreciation. I grabbed all the rest of the stuff that I had left behind apparently with her. And then as I was walking away, I started to hear the voice of Conjure Queen. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her channel. Definitely check her out. Very thorough in the work that she does and in showing like, or yeah, I guess like in showing practice in the practices that she has. Check her out for sure. But I heard her voice, and she was talking about the high priestess and the symbols within that tarot card of the high priestess. And she mentioned something about the chair that the high priestess was sitting in and referenced the words Jahera Mendez. And at that point, when I heard that name, I woke up. So I don't know what most of what I saw in the dream means, especially with that random dog. If you guys know anything about dream analysis or interpretation and symbols and stuff like that, and you can let me know what that means, definitely leave that in the chat or in the comment section, because I really need to know. But I immediately got on Google and I started researching what that name means. And so Google says that the meaning of Jahira means beautiful, talented, and soft-hearted, as just baby names and girl names. And so I'm like, okay, that piqued my interest. And then I kept doing more research, clicked on another link, and it starts to say about the name itself that it gives you a clever, quick, and analytical mind, but you suffer with a great deal of self-consciousness, lack of confidence, and much aloneness because of misunderstandings. And I've been feeling like that lately, especially with the work that I've been doing and the general readings that I've been putting out into the ether. Like, I know that I'm talented, but the fact that I can't consistently get the same number of people to watch all of the videos that I upload kind of takes a hit at me. I don't know how I'm trying to say this, really. Like, I know what I have to add to this platform and to this space, but I don't want to ever sacrifice my own values just for clickbait and just for views, right? And this goes to something that I saw on Twitter, because there was a young guy, I believe, that tweeted something about how people get in their heads about viewership and having a huge following, and overlook the fact that 15 people doesn't seem like a lot of people that you're interacting with on like a visible platform like this or on social media. But if you were to have 15 people within your immediate surroundings that are actually interested in what it is that you have to say, all of a sudden that's a hell of a lot of people that, you know, you're engaging with and that want to engage with you. So given that perspective, it's been helping me to continue pushing forward with my ideas and my passion and the visions that I feel like Spirit has given me to materialize in this lifetime. But still, much like everybody else, when they go through the throes of success and climbing up to their heights of, they feel this. So, okay, I'm like, okay, cool. Though my name is not Jahira, as you guys know, my name is Latressa. Like, I have a completely different name. So then the next bullet point says, your idealistic and sensitive nature gives you a deep appreciation for the finer things of life and a strong desire to be of service to humanity, which hits my prominent placement within my natal chart that has Aquarius in it. I don't go into too much detail about my own personal natal chart because people can use that information against you. And I definitely want to warn you guys not to do that if you know your own personal information. So just keep it to yourself. But yes, that also rang true to me and what I'm going through in this point in time. And it says, it's far easier for you to express your deeper thoughts and feelings through writing than verbally. As I was growing up, definitely was true. I used to write more poetry. I actually got recognized for a lot of the papers that I wrote. I won a bike in the first grade for writing I guess like a 3-page paper on penguins. Like, so it was just really interesting, all of the bullet points that it has for the name Jahira and the meaning behind it, and some of the struggles that you may face, and how that is so similar to who I am and where I am and what I've gone through in my own maturation and evolution of self. So I just thought it was super interesting. And then I saw some additional links about this game called the Baldur's Gate, which has a character in it named Jahira, and it's pretty much a character that is the most evolved, but that people are extremely afraid to interact with, especially on a romantic level, because you have to go through a lot of different tests and obstacles just to get her affection. And I'm like, bro, like, how does this all tie into me? Like, why did I hear that name? Is there somebody on my channel that has that name that I'm supposed to be touching out to? Or am I being shown a version of myself through that dream that also exists at the exact time that I'm alive and that was my name in that dream? Do you know what I'm trying to get at? Like, there are just so many questions that I have to that. And I don't know if there's anybody that can assist me with that. If there are any other resources that I can personally look into that you guys have awareness of, that I can learn more about dream interpretation and analysis, or again, just an actual physical human being that I can connect with that knows how to interpret dreams. I'm super interested at this point because this is the second dream that I've been able to wake up to, like come to and remember all the details of. But in another dream that I had, and I remember the exact date, it was September 19th, 2019, the name Kamarta came up, or Kamarta, and that name specifically is very popular in India. But I also saw that name when I woke up on the back of a black football player that night, because I went to watch a football game with my dad at a family friend's house. And so all of these names keep coming at me. I don't know what's actually happening, but I also know that a variation of that name also means one that is stricken by love. And so yeah, it's super interesting. The dream world is really interesting. I'm trying to get to the point where I can be more astral, like I can astral project or lucid dream. That's been extremely difficult to me. I've been working with some herbs, namely mugwort, to get there and to stay there rather, but it's been quite challenging. I just wanted to bring this to you guys because I definitely had a different plan for what I wanted to talk about on the live today, but that took my attention and I just can't leave it alone because I thought that it was very strange, especially all of the interpretations that I got once I actually Googled that name that I heard. I didn't look up the surname Mendez at all, so I don't know how that can also factor into the entirety of the message, but yeah, I wanted to bring that to you guys. So I'm about to get ready to do the general readings for, I honestly don't remember who I left off with. I think I have to do Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. So just hang tight for those as I get those readings out for you guys. If they don't come out today, they'll be out tomorrow. Let me just not even say that. Tuesday the latest, because I'm still waiting for the battery to charge on my DSLR camera. But yeah, while I wait for that, you guys interact in this chat room. Definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and leave suggestions for other topics that you guys also want me to discuss when I am live, so that it can also be more interactive that way. That's really the reason why I've decided to implement more of this onto this space, so that there's a different level of engagement outside of the readings, because those are pre-recorded. But yeah, I hope everybody continues to have a great day, and be great to other people. Even if you're not having a good day, try not to project your worries and your trials onto others, okay? But until you hear from me and or see me again, please take care of yourself and your soul, all right? Ciao.